Welcome to Fun Facts Daily, your source for just the good stuff. Monday through Friday, we're bringing fun facts and news you can use, all carefully curated to uplift and inform. So give yourself a break, relax, and learn something awesome in just a few minutes every day. Hi everyone, I'm Kyle Wood. Today we'll be learning all about the iconic Sydney Opera House. Now, as a teacher, I know thinking critically, regularly questioning what we read, see, or hear is a fantastic habit for keeping our brains sharp, engaged, and healthy in the long run. So before we get into the facts, let's warm up our brains with a little challenge to see if you can tell truth from fiction. Consider this. The magnificent Sydney Opera House, a symbol of architectural innovation and artistic grandeur, went significantly over budget, but it was able to be funded thanks to the lottery. Could it be that this world-renowned cultural landmark owes part of its existence to games of chance and lucky numbers? What do you think? Is this an actual fact or just too good to be true? We'll find out at the end of the episode. Now for your word of the day. Today's word is bespoke. Bespoke is an adjective that means made for a particular customer or user, custom made. When you hear something as bespoke, it means it wasn't mass-produced, but rather crafted to specific requirements and often with a high degree of artistry and attention to detail. The term originates from the tailoring trade in England, where a customer would bespeak or order a piece of cloth, meaning it was reserved for them. The Sydney Opera House is filled with bespoke elements, from its unique sail-like shells to many of its interior fittings, each designed and created specifically for this architectural masterpiece. Now for your daily high five, our top 5 fun facts about the Sydney Opera House. Number 1. The winning design for the Sydney Opera House was rescued from a pile of rejected entries. The International Design Competition for the Sydney Opera House, launched in 1955, attracted 233 entries from architects in 32 different countries. The judging panel initially disregarded the submission by the Danish architect Jørn Utzon, but one of the judges, the renowned Finnish-American architect Joan Sutherland, arrived late to the judging process. Legend has it that he was unimpressed with the already shortlisted designers and sifted through the rejected pile, where he found Utzon's visionary sculptural concept. Sutherland championed Utzon's design, declaring it a work of genius and convincing his fellow judges. Utzon's design was revolutionary for its time, with its series of gleaming white, sail-shaped shells. Though it presented immense engineering challenges that were yet to be solved, its sheer beauty and originality captured the imagination and ultimately won the competition in 1957. Utzon himself was reportedly surprised by his win. Number 2. The Opera House's distinctive sails are covered in over 1 million self-cleaning tiles. The gleaming white roofs of the Sydney Opera House are one of its most defining features. These are made of 1,056,006 tiles, which are a mix of glossy white and matte cream. The tiles were custom made by the Swedish company Höganäs. Jørn Utzon was inspired by the texture and reflective qualities of Japanese ceramics when choosing the finish for the shells. What's truly ingenious is their self-cleaning nature. The glossy surface allows dirt and grime to be washed away by rainwater, ensuring the Opera House maintains its brilliant white appearance with minimal manual cleaning. This clever design feature not only keeps the building looking stunning, but also reduces long-term maintenance costs and environmental impact from cleaning chemicals. Number 3. It took 14 years and 10,000 construction workers to build the Sydney Opera House. Construction of the Sydney Opera House began in March 1959 and was officially opened by Queen Elizabeth II on October 20th, 1973. The project was initially estimated to take 4 years and cost 7 million Australian dollars. But due to its innovative and complex design, along with various challenges including weather delays and the need to develop new engineering solutions for the shells, the construction stretched to 14 years. The final cost was a staggering 102 million Australian dollars, more than 14 times the original budget. The workforce was incredibly diverse, with workers from many countries contributing their skills to bring Utzon's vision to life. Number 4. The Sydney Opera House sits on Bennelong Point, a site with deep Indigenous significance. Before it became the site of one of the world's most famous buildings, Bennelong Point was known as Tubowgule by the local Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. This name means where the knowledge waters meet. It's an important gathering place for the Gadigal people, used for ceremonies, fishing, and feasting for thousands of years. The point was later named Bennelong Point after Woolaware Bennelong, a senior Eora man who served as an interlocutor between the Aboriginal people and the early British colonists in Sydney. Today, the Sydney Opera House acknowledges this deep history and its connection to the traditional custodians of the land through various programs and heritage interpretations, ensuring that this ancient significance is not forgotten. Now, our fifth and final fun fact for today, the Sydney Opera House contains nearly 1,000 rooms and multiple performance venues. While famous for its opera and concert halls, the Sydney Opera House is a vast complex. It houses not just one, but multiple performance venues, including the main concert hall, seating 2,679, the Joan Sutherland Theatre, for opera and ballet, seating 1,507, the drama theater, the playhouse, and the studio. Annually, it hosts over 1,800 performances attended by more than 1.4 million people. Beyond the stages, the building contains nearly 1,000 rooms, including rehearsal studios, dressing rooms, administrative offices, restaurants, bars, and souvenir shops. It's like a small city dedicated to the arts. The largest of its 5 main venues, the concert hall, also boasts one of the world's largest mechanical tracker action pipe organs with over 10,000 pipes. Now for some news you can use. If you're planning a visit to Sydney and want to truly appreciate the Opera House, try to experience it from multiple perspectives. Don't just admire it from afar. Start by taking a guided tour. These tours often take you inside the various theaters, share fascinating stories about its construction and history, and allow you to see details you'd otherwise miss, like the beautiful bronze handrails or the specifically designed purple carpet in the Joan Sutherland Theatre. Another fantastic way to see the Opera House is from the water. Take a ferry ride across Sydney Harbour, or even a dedicated harbour cruise. This vantage point allows you to see the sails interact with the sky and the water, giving you a sense of the building's grand scale and its beautiful integration with its surroundings. And of course, if time and budget permit, try to catch a performance, whether it's opera, ballet, a symphony concert, or a contemporary music gig, to experience the magic of the building as it was intended. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Earlier in the episode, I asked if it was true that the Sydney Opera House was significantly funded by a lottery. And actually, that one's a fact. It is absolutely true. While the initial budget was set at $7 million Australian, the costs quickly escalated. To help finance the construction, the New South Wales government launched the Opera House Lotteries in 1957. These lotteries proved incredibly popular and became a major source of funding for the project. Over the years, they raised a significant portion of the $102 million final cost. So, in a way, the dreams of thousands of ordinary Australians hoping to win big helped build one of the most extraordinary architectural marvels of the 20th century. Now, I hope you enjoyed learning about the Sydney Opera House with me, and be sure to tune in every weekday for even more fun facts. Fun Facts Daily is an Airwave Media podcast. It was written, recorded, mixed, and edited by me, Kyle Wood. Thanks for sharing a part of your day with me. Be sure to follow Fun Facts Daily on your favorite podcast app so you can keep the good stuff coming your way every day. And if you like the show, please do me a favor and leave a kind rating, review, or just tell your friends about it.